Fucking hang up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Pizza Oven Flopcast, episode 10. We made it to episode 10.
Oh, we've come a long way, my guy.
I know. How the fuck have we not been cancelled yet? I don't know.
I know, right? It could be quite the controversy.
Right? There's been a lot of controversy. So much.
Yeah.
Also, thank you for the hydrate.
That's not a problem, my guy.
So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, and say hello to YouTube, by the way.
Hello.
Hello, YouTube. And YouTube algorithm, please don't ban me. So, to everyone who either watches the VOD or watches watches the VOD on YouTube later on, as you know, I am the Chaos of Dragons, or Chaos Dragon 49 on YouTube, and well, I want to before I actually introduce my co-host, I'm going to go on a bit of a ramble here. This is something I can't believe we've actually made 10 episodes. I know it's been something I've been doing every 2 weeks. Obviously, there's been a few hiccups here and there in regards of obviously cast members or like various timing issues. But I thank you all so much for sticking with us this whole time. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for actually wanting this podcast. Typical. Animals, you can't work with them.
Definitely not.
So yeah.
Nice day.
So I'm so happy we've made episode 10.
Definitely, it's a massive accomplishment for us, like, especially for me. Even like,
I know the consistency.
I know. And I can't even be consistent on my own Twitch, no matter how hard I try. I'm like bang, 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 motherfucker.
Looks like maybe you need me to be your manager.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're right.
Hey Chives, hey Alex. So yeah, and obviously, as you guys know, in the usual manner, obviously with the most unprofessional animals, we have, ladies and gentlemen, it's Damo96.
Hi.
That's the most fucking anime thing I've ever seen you do. What the fuck was that? The fuck?
What you want, darling? I can't do much. It's podcast time.
And as usual, Damo's animals are kicking up a stink.
Saber's just like, but I want attention.
I'm
And
not
like,
cute.
"There's
I'm
nothing I
literally
can do right
threatening
now. I'm
your
sorry."
life. Oh god, oh my god, you guys are impossible.
Like, there's stuff going on as I move stuff out the way on the other side of my desk because I've literally huddled everything together just so I can have my tablet on my desk.
Oh god. I know it's probably the most unprofessional thing to actually have the alerts still going, especially during the podcast, but
Something different, my guy. Something different. I'm cool with it. Pretty
Yeah.
sure the rest of the chat are cool with it. By all means, let it go. It gives a bit of extra oomph, even if I can't hear it.
yeah, you're lucky you can't hear it.
Yeah, but I miss hearing it. I'm like, eh.
Trust me, if Inventor were here doing his thing, you wouldn't be missing it.
True, actually.
I can tell you that for a fact, you would not be missing it.
I'm just like trying to place things. I'm Tetrising on my desk. That is what I'm doing right now.
God. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a rather interesting couple of weeks in terms of gaming news. There's been, especially over the past few days, there's been a bunch of trailers released by Xbox and Bethesda. There's also been a bunch of other gaming news that might interest quite a few other people, and we will get onto that as we go through. There is also, unfortunately, a bit of sad news. It's sort of game related and not, but also anime related at the same time, so I think it fits the criteria.
Definitely.
But as I said, we will get onto that as we progress over the next couple of hours. And as is the usual when we start here, Damo,
Yes.
what have you been playing over the past couple of weeks?
Oh, what have I been playing? Well, that is a good fucking question. Not really, but you know. Anyway.
Hang on, let me guess. Sims, DBD, and Genshin.
Sims. I'd been doing my dailies on Genshin because obviously the new banner's out, sort of thing. You know, like the battle pass. I actually, to be fair, I'm not gonna
I'm a
lie,
psychic.
did in a bit of Final Fantasy VII, a little bit, just you know, yeah, because you know the time.
Yeah, it's not like you.
Obviously,
Yeah, it's not like you.
screwed up.
It's not like having a PS5 allows you to have access to the extra shit, unlike me.
I mean, there's a workaround about that. I can tell you later, you know, I don't want to get myself in trouble now. And it doesn't include me being primary on the account, so we're all good.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know about that, then there is just underneath Damo on the screen. Well, how much we actually need to raise in order to actually get this man a PS5.
Oh, thank you for calling me senpai. I've just seen it on the chat. So
Do you want to know what's funny? It's because you looked down as I said about it. It almost looked like you were looking down at the thing.
I was looking at that as well. That was my main intent to go, oh shit.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
So yeah, you've been doing that. You've also been trying out emulators, haven't you?
Yes, actually, admittedly, I've not kind of gone back to my PS2 emulator in a hot minute over the last couple of weeks, but there is a good reason why for that, because obviously, as everybody at this point should know from the Telltale Walking Dead game, that I have been also streaming, and I'm very surprised I've been quite consistent with that as well.
We want more! We want more! We want more!
It's a bit tangled right now, but I've gotten myself an off-brand Xbox controller because even though I have Steam to make sure the PlayStation 5 controller works with every game correctly, it didn't want to work. So obviously I went with that. Now, I haven't got complaints about that by any means, and it definitely feels kind of weird to me because yes, it has a bit of a feel of a PlayStation controller, to some extent. I'm just not used to the Xbox controllers as a whole. But it's going okay so far, and I just want to make sure that if I plug that in instead of my PlayStation 5 controller, the emulator is going to work properly and stuff. Which hopefully, pardon me, in the next few days, I'm going to be able to do because, as a lot of you know, obviously I have a new addition to the family, Odin. I don't know where the fuck he's run off to be honest, but you know, it's Odin's Odin at the end of the day. He's got his vaccinations actually on Wednesday at 12:15. And he's also being microchipped because safety is above all. But he's very much like Saber in a sense, apart from if I'm in the middle of doing something, like playing on my PlayStation, not that. I have the door shut when I go and do that, thank you. So, like, and it also happens when I'm playing Genshin rather than anything else, but a lot also during DVD. He will literally come and sit on my chest, can't get comfortable enough, puts his ass in my face. But when he does get comfortable, he'll either take a cat nap, or he'll watch me game instead, which, to be honest, is actually quite cute. Like, I kind of want to get him, like, his own little, like, customized, like, obviously not to plug in or anything like that, because that'd just be dangerous to his own ears, but like a little headset hat, you know, with like a little mic on the end, like stocking cat in it, just
Cat
because
cam.
I think that'd be
No, just get cat cam.
Actually, yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, to get an extra camera, have a little extra camera, and if people want like cat time, then people can drop like a certain amount of channel points, and they can have time where the cat will be on screen more than the game.
But if I had a cat cam attached to the cat, how would I live feed that though? Like,
I'm not talking. No. I'm not talking about actually that being like I'm not talking like that being attached to the cat. I'm talking about like if you have the cat in one place, or like somewhere stationed on your desk, so like there'll be a camera like on your desk at all times, pointing at your desk, so then one of the cats there and then curls up, you can just go boom.
Actually, yeah, and then find a way to zoom in heavily as well, because nobody wants to see the messed up my places. Like, this is why I've got it set up like this.
I suggest something like that because I see Tyranny actually do that with their dog Shadow.
Yeah. I think that would be quite cool, to be honest, because the majority you're going to see him do, because my cats, they cannot sit still for 5 seconds. Odin chases Saber, Saber runs away from him. What do you mean? What are you saying?
I say nothing. I'm innocent of this. Keep talking.
But yeah, Odin chases Saber because Saber likes to move his tail a lot, and basically just like, I've never seen my cat run away so fast. Stop, you know I've got like reflex with my eyes. You're a twat.
So you've been doing various things.
Yes.
And you will be expanding upon it.
Yes.
Providing you can get your rear in gear in terms of stream.
Yes. I actually enjoyed letting people with like few select options decide what to game as well. Obviously, because I noticed you've done that in the past, and I know you still sometimes do that as well. But I was kind of like, you know what? You know what? That's actually kind of a good idea. You know, so I kind of like wanted to take that on board, and it's actually quite useful because obviously sometimes I don't know what to stream, and then sometimes that stops me from streaming. I'm making a you know, so it's one of them. But also as well, quickly, Sims 2. I actually uninstalled it. Went to
God damn it.
And
Demo, hang on. Coffin dance.
Can't hear it. Listen.
God damn it! No! We're not doing this! No! We're not doing this! We're not doing this, you motherfuckers! If you guys are gonna derail the podcast, I'm turning the alerts off. This is going up on YouTube for fuck's sake. I don't want to get in trouble.
Odin, you eat too much, my boy. Come here.
Alex! I'm out of points, not fault.
Really? What? You're getting back.
God fucking damn it. YouTube, this is what it's like normally on stream, if you caught any of the shit that goes on.
My little fat dog, you can't stop eating, and I'm running out of cat food because of you.
Yeah, it's almost like, you know, living being, you know, has to eat.
My guy, like, you don't understand. He eats so much. Like,
he's a fucking kitten!
There's a bowl in the bedroom that is specifically his that gets filled up every day, multiple times during the day, so the one in the kitchen is Saber's. He knows this. Oh, no, pray not tell. No, he goes and eats Sabers as well.
Yeah, Ame does that. Like, she does that exact same thing with Ellie. So, you've uninstalled Sims 2, continuing on from where we were before we were rudely interrupted by Alex deciding to drop someone in a coffin.
And basically, that didn't go to plan, did it, Chaos?
No.
Reinstalling it, no. So, the demo being the demo, and when she wants something, she will find it no matter where it goes, even if it may put a virus in her computer, which luckily it has not.
Yeah, you're fucking lucky on that one.
Yeah, very fucking lucky. So I basically did an installer instead of having to obviously like, you know, get it another way.
Yeah.
Another way. And basically do it from there. And yeah, no, it's actually been quite good. It runs smoothly. There are obviously a couple of pink soup issues and stuff I had to sort out, but that's all obviously like sorted now. And I actually went. If it's not Alex, it's you two. Fuck off.
Fucking facts. Fucking facts.
But yeah, obviously I've reinstalled it now. I wanted to just start from scratch because starting from scratch for me is a massive thing. I wanted to kind of like go through it properly and actually do an actual rotational gameplay with the original families and obviously some of the families that are in the bin that are related to said families.
Isn't that what you were showing me last night?
This morning?
This morning, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the woohoo cutscene. Yeah.
That didn't want to work.
That didn't want to work, but ended up working in the end, luckily. But basically, yeah.
It took like, what, 15 minutes to get that to work?
Yeah. I still don't understand what the problem was, but there we go, I guess.
I do.
But we got it to work now.
I know exactly what the problem was.
Mm.
It's The Sims. It was saying, fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much.
We will not fuck when we say fuck you!
But yeah, I basically did that, and I've actually gotten everything put into literal separate folders now for my bug fixes, my mods. Obviously, I do need to look at other mods to get a few simmers that I do actually watch that still play it. Get those installed. I've actually gone through and found a complete hair default dump, which is like near enough every single like pack. A couple of the links didn't want to work, so I will deal with that and not bother getting those hair defaults because it's just a ball ache. And I also got some default replacement clothes, which for me is massive because I'm literally sitting there for like what 6 days straight going on that Sims like database, like default database for the Sims 2, trying to pick out and try and remember like what the fuck I've installed for what clothing piece and shit.
I'm starting to wonder, like, every time we actually do these, because it takes you that long to find stuff, I'm wondering if these podcasts are now actually just, we're going to have a little section where it's just like, Dear Sims Diary, this is what happened this week.
You know what? Please. Please. I can talk for hours on Sims.
Well, it's a good thing we only run 2 hours then. Otherwise we'd be here for a fucking millennia.
Oh yeah.
Hello
definitely.
guys, welcome to our 5,678 of the podcast. I want to kill myself now because Damo won't shut the fuck up about Sims. Help!
Oh, I can't help it. It's like because I have a space to talk about it to people that like watch you, like, you know, not that watch us, and it makes me happy because I'm actually able to talk about it and not have someone go,
oh, you mean like I do?
yeah, how you do chaos. Where I have someone go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Okay, I don't do that.
No, I know you don't do that, but like
I try to be.
I
try to at least be polite.
Quite a few people, that I know have actually said that, and I'm like, I can't help it. Like, you're letting me talk about one of my favorite games. What the fuck?
How about you actually set on your own channel, Sims Talk Time? Oh shit! Yeah, why didn't I think of doing that? She says.
Because I talk about it with you, and I get to have conversation about it.
Yeah, but it'll be on your channel then. It'll be your thing. Because then it'll be like, hey, look at this. It's Sims Talk Time with Damo. Let's see what's going on in my world of Sims this time. So I was doing this. And then you can actually meet other people from Sims actually through streaming. And then maybe people actually be able to give you other tips.
So if I do that, you're going to be my co-host then?
It would actually require having someone actually... It would require actually having someone that actually maybe knows something about Sims.
No, because...
I don't know jack shit!
Yeah, but people that know about Sims won't ask the questions. People that don't know The Sims ask the questions.
So what? So
The
basic. So
What the beautiful fucking. I'm stimming.
so
The
basically. So basically, what you're telling me is you want me to be. Basically, you want to start your own. Basically, with my idea, you want to turn it into Sims for noobs.
Yes.
Sim talk for noobs.
Yes. My go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the podcast. I hope you actually enjoyed. We had a good run. I'm gonna go do something now, in which I might disappear for a time. Bye.
But no, I just think it'd be quite cool. Like, and this is just having kind of high hopes now that I'm talking about it, and this is fantasy game I'm talking right now. James
Put it into
Turner.
practice.
James Turner. If I ever got to interview him on that like fucking thing, mate, I would die of happiness. You do not understand. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll stop now. I'm sorry. Like, I'm making myself go all flustered. I'm sorry. I just got too into it and excited.
Oh, James Turner. James Turner.
Oh. Adopt me.
Hold up. I'm Daddy Doe Master here.
Daddy Sims Master.
Wait, what was that? You kind of cut out there for a sec.
Daddy Sims Master. What about that? That way I've got two daddies. Ew.
Fucking hell me. Oh god. So yeah, that's what you've basically been doing.
Yeah,
Thank fuck.
pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do eventually get on to the topics at hand. If it's not animals, it's Alex. If it's not Alex, it's Sims. If it's not Sims, it's me going on a rant.
Yes. Pretty much. This is our dynamic, and it works.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why I call this the Flopcast and not the podcast.
I'm just gonna like turn away and grab my noodles and just.
So, I'm sure those of you who've been paying attention, I've been doing a few little things myself. Obviously, I've been playing Fire Emblem, Awakening and Fate. I'm sure some of you have seen me doing that. I've done a couple of bits on stream. But taking a break from Pokemon because when we go for the final rush on Moemon, it's going to be a slug and a half. Because Victory Road is being a tough. It'll be something like that, Alex, yes. But I also I don't know if you guys actually, if anyone's actually in the community, especially the Discord, or is actually watching this on YouTube, well, you'll have actually seen a new video pop up entitled "Come Back Against the Blue Eyes" deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. That happened earlier, which was rather fucking surprising. The fact that I get rid of their blue eyes on the field, and after one turn, they basically give up. They basically, like, literally, they basically had me on the ropes. I then decided to, you know what, just fucking YOLO it and see what happens. I get out a powerful mon, take out his blue eyes, and then I'm able to resummon this mon back to the field. So then I got a 3,000 attack point monster, just bitch slap the cunt for a bit. I'm about to attack him again, and the twat quits on me. There's a reason why the description is people need to battle to the end.
Exactly, but do you know what? I did actually read about that. It came up on my phone as a notification on PlayStation.
Hey.
And I was like, oh, but I was also equally just too busy playing my AFK arena game on my phone.
So yeah, that's happened. I've also been, well, kind of offering my help to people on Naruto Shinobi Strikers, because that's appeared on the PlayStation Plus section. Just in case anyone's actually curious about it, because one of my highest viewed videos on YouTube is a Shinobi Strike tutorial video. So yeah, about
Oh, no.
9.5k views,
Sheesh.
which is pretty fucking big. And she tried to play it the other day with Lion, and fucking, this is what the game's so broken. It wouldn't even let me select a fucking mission because apparently players weren't ready, and the only person that was with me was fucking Lion. It's like, really?
Oh, yeah, I remember you guys talking about that.
It's such bullshit. It's like, and the fact the game doesn't really have anything, so people are gonna play it for a bit, get bored, and the game will drop again. Guarantee it. The only reason why it's a bit is because it's free. No one's willing to pay the price of it, and to be honest, it's not worth its price. I have tried out the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Yeah, it's as janky as shit.
Nice.
Not in a good way.
Oh damn, that's bad. Not quality. But yeah, that's all my heroes. I'm trying to math.
So I tried it out. I tried out doing like the arcade mode on it once, and I'm like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna be worth the time and effort to put in. So we're just gonna delete.
That's cool.
Oh, fucking hell. Obviously, it's Genshin. Obviously, as you guys know, I recently got the event done and got the new character, Yelan, or Yelan.
Question actually, because obviously I played the event way before you did it, and obviously completed it. What did you think about it?
I actually liked it because it was actually something a bit different than a lot of the other events with story stuff that's actually been going on. And also the fact that I waited to the point where I could easily just like do all of it in one go.
Yeah.
I actually do appreciate the fact that it was something different, and it did not involve hentai, Alex. But I love the fact that during stream I was like, you know what, let's just see what happens. I'm not really trying. And then boom, fucking game gives me the new character, so I can still hold my title as the guy who has all the characters. And
definitely.
And has not spent fucking hundreds and thousands of pounds / dollars or whatever fucking ever is your currency on it. And it's just like, I'm so busted. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's like, why? Why does this shit keep happening? Why does the game love me so much? Why is that game's RNG so fucking loving of me? I don't get it.
Probably because you're one of the very few people that don't put any money into it whatsoever, and they're like, you know what? You actually play consistently. You do very well. You're a good person. Here, have a character for free.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Yeah. Consistent. Hasn't put really any money into it. The nice person, that's a lie. Just the hair, like.
I'm blind as shit.
I like the hair, just like.
I know.
Oh god, yeah. Obviously did a bit Dead by Daylight the other day, as you guys saw. We also jumped back onto Bloodbrain 2 again, for a little bit. Yeah, we've got a. That was actually just fun doing. Died a couple of times because they threw a couple of big enemies that do a lot of damage. It's like, right, okay, rage time, slash. Then I found out the way to beat the big fuckers, so that won't be a problem, hopefully. Providing I can remember how to do all the controls, because I forgot. Because I got a memory of a fucking sieve. But yeah, I've actually been trying out another game that's popped up on my thing as well. Yes, a bit of a different one, known as Counterside.
Oh, also, sorry for the sec. I've just finished my dinner. I don't trust my kitten to be around the bowl.
You're fine.
1 second.
I'm gonna keep talking. So yeah, I've been playing Counterside, and it's another gacha game. But it's actually not too bad actually. Not gonna lie, the opening music's fucking banger. So, obviously that caught my attention. It's not on Steam. I had to go to the browser to be able to download it because it's meant to be like a mobile game, but it does have a PC part for it, so you can do it on PC. The fuck?
I'm just being random as well.
What's new? So yeah, that's so I'm trying that out. Not gonna lie, it's actually not too bad. Kind of skipped some of the story because it was taking too fucking long. But I will probably pay attention to the game again. Jeez. I've also, oh man, I've also been looking into like other like Pokemon ROM hacks as well because I've seen some like pretty dark ones that turns like most of the Pokemon into like radioactive freak shows basically, or zombies. And not gonna lie, it could be an interesting little thing to do. I'm definitely thinking at some point gonna have to maybe choose one game to do it on, but definitely at some point gonna have to try and maybe do a Soul Link on it on a Pokemon game. I think that could be a lot of fun. So I've been looking into that. Oh god. I've also been playing Fire Emblem Three Houses again because a couple of people were speaking to me about it, and it's like I was curious about a couple of things because they told me about a few little bits that I might have missed that made some of the later boss fights easier. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a run on that one. So I've also been playing Miitopia as well.
That's old, or is that new?
They put it on the they put it on the Switch. They made a Switch version, so I'll be going through it. Definitely need to get some more Miis on it. Instead of a minute, I'm just running with randoms. Not gonna lie, I made the big villain Karen. Because yeah, because have to, because it's a Karen.
Karen.
There we go.
I'm trying to play my game, Karen.
Fuck off out of my room, Karen. What are you doing in my basement, Karen?
So yeah, that's the what we've been playing session. A little bit serious now. Recently, there's a voice actor that is the voice actor for one of my favorite animes, Shield, Rise of the Shield Hero. I didn't know this. This caught me by surprise, but apparently he had cancer.
Oh.
And he said he was going to be taking a break from stuff to be with his family. And as of it was said to me last night, they have passed away. Billy Kametz. He is also the voice of Ferdinand in Fire Emblem 3 Heroes. He's also the voice of Now For Me. He's also been in Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, Persona 5. So all I can say is at the age of 35, he's passed away.
That's young.
Yeah, I know. It's like just over a year older than me.
Yeah.
So from everyone here at the Pizza Party, we do wish friends and family, as well as colleagues that knew him, our heartfelt condolences. He did a very good job as Now For Me. I've said that he's actually, because when it comes to most dubs, especially recently, some have been a bit iffy, but he definitely nailed it as Now For Me. So it's gonna be it's going to be hard to see who's going to voice now for me, especially since they're in the midst of season 2.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Hopefully they're able to actually wrap up season 2, so they'll be able to tackle that on the next season, because no doubt there will be a season 3. Yeah, that's it's a very sad thing, and again, we wish all that knew him or as close to him our deepest condolences.
Definitely. I didn't actually know that he actually voiced over in Demon Slayer though, because I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah, he voiced Rui.
Trying to remember. Like the
Yeah.
actual character, I'm trying to remember.
Yes. I'd recommend looking it up. But yeah, it's a shame. Charles sent me the information literally last night. So yeah, that's a big sad, unfortunately.
No, that it is though, isn't it? Because it's like when you get attached to something and someone who helped create it or voice it or put it together, and you find out like something like this has happened, it just kind of puts a lot of things kind of in a way into perspective. And
Yeah.
it's, you know, I personally believe that everybody should be able to grieve about it, because if you're attached to a character, you're now then grieving that character because the person, you know, has passed.
Yeah.
And that's okay to do. At the end of the day, like, it's okay to grieve for like that sort of thing.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys are curious, it's Billy Kemetz. Look up Rise of the Shield Hero. You'll be able to see all his work that he's done. And if you see any of his family members on Twitter saying about it, then just show respect. Don't. If there's anyone that sees this that didn't like his work, just keep your mouth shut. Just let his family, friends, and fans at least grieve.
Exactly.
Just
like, if you've got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah. Just show some respect and just leave it be. So, with that being said, on to our actual thing of what we always do. Damo, you have some information. We're going to let you start things off on this one, because I've got a lot to actually talk about, especially in regards of coming up games. So
I just kind of want to give it a bit of a. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this one first. I have to, because, you know, we're on a bit of a down topic, but we can just move up onto happy topic.
Yeah.
So, Techland is now officially wrapping up 7 years of Dying Light support with the Definitive Edition.
Wow, has it actually been 7 years?
Yeah.
I assume this is Dying Light 1, yeah?
Yes.
Man, they've actually, for a game that's 7 years old, they've actually put a lot of actual work in actually keeping that game updated and actually keeping it fresh.
This
somewhat.
is the Definitive Edition side of things. So obviously they've stopped the support with that's not the Definitive Edition, obviously, as well, like now. But the fact is, a lot of games, when something new comes out, like sort of thing in a way, they tend to kind of, they kind of fall behind and stop.
Yeah, they fall behind into obscurity.
Yeah, and you know, I was a fan of Dying Light the second I kind of got it, really, if you remember. Even despite the fact I would rage so fucking hard.
Really?
To try.
Really? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not like you ever did that at all.
Oh no, I just never do.
Yeah, Dying Light is a really, really good game, and I appreciate the fact they've actually supported it for so damn long.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and it's just, I don't know. I don't really have any words, because, to be honest, like, it's just
kind of like the end of an era, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and it puts a lot into perspective, considering how far they've genuinely come. And, you know, they want to support the fans by allowing the support to continue, but now they're like, look, we're going to have to pull the plug on this one, man. You know? But, to be fair, it does also say that there's a free upgrade for the Platinum Edition, for Platinum Edition owners. I don't exactly know what they mean by that. But, hang on. I just saw the PS Stores thing.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Because there's been a couple of...
Techland-
There's been like a couple of versions, isn't there, of the first Dying Light? There was obviously the standard. Then there was the version that had the DLC pack leading up to the following.
which was PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. Then they had obviously the following pack, definitive edition on that one.
Oh yeah, no, mine was the following, yeah.
Which
but
I've
yeah,
still not completed yet.
mate, I tried and I was like, I can't get past it because it's now fully bugged out. So I'm gonna have to start like fresh again on the following DLC, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
But the article does state that Techland's post-launch support of 2015 game Dying Light has been nothing short of immense, but all good things must come to an end. After a whole 7 years of expansion, patches, and content updates, the Polish studio is closing the book on the title with a final definitive edition available on the PlayStation Store tomorrow. Now, bear in mind, I put this in the group chat a few days ago, so it'll now be out. And you will be automatically upgraded to this new edition if you already own the Platinum Edition. If not, the new definitive edition will be discounted by as much as 70% when the listing goes live in the next 24 hours, obviously at the time.
Yeah.
It contains the base game and a whopping 26 pieces of DLC, including the following expansion and many skin bundles. And don't forget, Dying Light recently received a PS5 patch. Might have to re-download it again. Oh. So it'll look and run better on your current gen system. You can flick between a few different modes that prioritize resolutions and frame rates. Now, I don't know what it means for PlayStation 4 users, but the fact that they've kind of optimized that specifically for PlayStation 5 users is better for me, because I do prefer frame rates because I do prefer a smooth running game, but I also prefer resolutions and it actually looking good as well.
Yeah.
But it does also continue to say, even if you only own the original game, though, you're still benefiting from the launch of the definitive edition. Techland is also making the Haran Tactical Unit Bundle free for 2 weeks, which includes armor skins and a handful of weapons, which usually cost £2.49 or $2.99. This is on top of the recent offer, which saw the contents of the enhanced edition given out to every single Dying Light PS4 owner for free.
BRB putting my light on.
Yeet. So yeah, okay, thank you. So yeah, if you guys have a PS4 and you will automatically be upgraded to the enhanced edition, even if you have just the normal standard. So if that is true, then that'll be grand. Obviously, I don't know personally, because I don't have a PS4 anymore. So if you guys could let me know, that will be brilliant. If you haven't had it before and it does appear there and it's free, that I'm happy for you, hands down. But obviously, whilst there is no new content that's going to be developed for the game, past events will be re-rolled into the first-person title on an undetermined basis. But in a press release, Techland had said, once again, we couldn't be happier with the awe-inspiring memories this game has brought us, primarily because our wonderful community, and yet we also feel it's the perfect time to move on and shift our focus towards brand new adventures in the city of Villador. Now, for me personally, I think that was a good send-off they could have done. Because they don't have to give it out for free or for PS4 users. They didn't have to give you a free bundle, like weapon and skin pack and stuff like that. But they did. And they are grateful to their fans. And this is what I do love in a gaming industry, in the gaming industry, as well as obviously gaming companies and developers and stuff. Because people that are like this in the company that are saying thank you for your support, this is how we're going to handle it, and you know, here if you're on PS4, you get the enhanced edition for free. Obviously, I'm assuming on PS5 edition. Sorry, I'm just having to readjust the carters. You know, but it's just the fact that they're like, here, you're on PS4. Doesn't matter what edition you got. Here, have the enhanced edition. Have a skin pack for free. If you have a PS4 and you do not have the game, I do highly personally recommend it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Dying Light 2 is amazing, especially on a fucking graphical scale. Like, Jesus.
It's just that currently,
Yeah.
Dying Light 1 has more for it at the minute than Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is still only a recent release.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course, and they'll come to fix that and stuff as time goes on. But it is such a beautiful game. But Dying Light 1 holds that story, and they've progressed on that story to make it what it is. And don't get me wrong, Dying Light 2 can be a bit, in my opinion, difficult. But Dying Light 1, you've got more of a, not a blood rush, an adrenaline rush, there we go. Because my voice broke then really bad, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Because of the fact but it was because of the fact is, like, you had areas you had to explore. You didn't have these things to pinpoint what's actually down there, kind of like similar to like an echolocation that The Last of Us have, which Dying Light 2 kind of in a way does have that, whereas Dying Light 1 you didn't really have that. So you walk around a corner, you're gonna have a door just straight there, and that's impossible. I go, what the fuck?
God damn it, Alex.
And I just think it was nice of them to do that, because you don't really get many companies doing that.
No.
You really don't. And they seem really appreciative of the fan base for coming along on this journey, after obviously release, and even potentially through the works of it sort of thing, like people being there, just supporting it and playing it, and the memes, the let's plays, the lore and stuff like people do to contribute, like lore videos and stuff. I really appreciate that, and I really do like that. So I'm happy with the way that it got sent off.
Yeah, a game like Dying Light 1 definitely deserves a lot of respect, because I feel that Dying Light did what a lot of people were kind of hoping Dead Island would do.
Yeah, because I only got into Dying Light not just because, PlayStation Plus. I'd seen bits and pieces of gameplay and Out of Bounds. Am I correct? Videos, and I actually started off with Dead Island and Dead Island 2. I'm just going to call it Dead Island 2 because it is what it is.
It pretty much is.
Yeah, like I started off with that, so the game mechanics in terms of how the weapons worked, I was used to, and it actually kind of helped me progress a bit more in the game as well. And I ended up preferring it.
I got into Dying Light because, well, I was disappointed in Dead Island, and I actually liked Mirror's Edge. And as someone who actually likes the whole parkour, and especially the aesthetic of Mirror's Edge, would not recommend it for you, Demo.
I've already played Mirror's Edge. We ain't gonna go there on that game. We're not talking about this here, not today.
Yeah, that'll be a difficult. That kind of reminds me. I kind of want to play Mirror's Edge Catalyst again now. I actually did the beta for it when it before it came out. I actually managed to get lucky. I was one of the lucky few to get in for the beta test for Catalyst. So, but that's a whole different conversation for another time. But yeah, Dying Light definitely needs, at least the first one, it definitely deserves it. I think it actually deserves its medals. I think it actually, not gonna lie, I think it actually deserves a way more respect than it actually is getting. Because you see games like The Last of Us, GTA, Skyrim, like getting remaster after remaster after remaster.
Yeah.
They're only good for a certain period of time. Don't get me wrong, The Last of Us 1 story was really, really good. GTA was fun at first, but kind of ran out. And Skyrim, just because of the amount of stuff you can actually do in it, is just a classic. But At some point, they all actually get boring. Whereas Dying Light, they've tried their best to keep things actually fresh, and there's always actually kind of like different stuff you can actually do. Like you can always make yourself like different weapons to like try and actually take out the zombie armies even quicker. There's always like different ways you can actually take out some of the more mutated zombies like even quicker. You know, there's always like different ways, because I've had like a few people literally just join my game. Like this is a few years back. When I was streaming it on YouTube, and they would actually give me OP weapons to use. And it's just like, yeah.
Okay.
So the fact is, though, the community is actually really, really good. So, Dying Light community, show some respect. The fact that their support is actually being stopped with the definitive edition. I hope that after this gen, they definitely make at least a remaster for the next gen.
You're so small. How could you?
I definitely think it deserves at least to be remembered.
Definitely. It'll definitely be something I'll go back and play.
It definitely has its bugs and its janks. I will admit that, like, wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And there obviously are some issues, but that's kind of what like Dying Light does. It's kind of funny. Dying Light does its bugs and janks actually in a way that you get annoyed by them, but at the same time you're happy about them, because it gives more of a different aesthetically pleasing feel for the game. Whereas other games, when there's bugs and that, you just kind of get a bit annoyed, or you end up going off like the general public did with Cyberpunk. It's got bugs. I can't play it.
But that's the thing, though. Is a game really a game without its bugs?
Exactly. Although, not gonna lie, I grew up on it. I grew up as a generation where a game was actually completed before it was released, so there were no bugs. Only unless the cartridge was actually getting really scuffed. Sonic, original Sonic the Hedgehog.
I mean, you got a point though, because it's like you couldn't just patch a game. You would have to literally rebuy it. You know, and I get that. But believe it or not, a lot of out of bounds and a lot of bugs I've come across. Now, you guys know Sims for a second. Sims is my ultimate crack.
Really?
But
you know, chat. Did you know that Sims was a crack? Oh my god! Like, oh wow, we just like, you can't just drop a bombshell like that on us, you know?
Right?
Like that kind of bombshell is like I'd be turning around and saying, "Hey, guess what? My girlfriend's pregnant." Like, jeez, like chill out. Like, we're getting too personal here, Damo. Calm down. I'm such an asshole.
Yeah, sometimes, but you're a lovable asshole, so it's alright. And not just like you wouldn't be you, so, you know, I'll put up with it, it's all good. But yeah, when I'm not actually feeling in the mood to be watching Sims to help aid me sleep, I actually watch bugs, glitches, outbounds, and Easter egg videos. Quite a lot, actually, more than I care to actually fucking admit. But yeah, a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of the out of bounds and bugs and the glitches, surprisingly enough, actually came from a lot of really old games, going far as back as Pac-Man, if not even before that.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing, honestly.
Earliest game ever, I believe one of the first games released, Pong.
There's actually an Easter egg in that too.
Yeah.
I can't remember it now because it was about 6 months ago I watched a video, but still.
You know what? I find that very appropriate considering Dying Light's support is coming to an end. You know what? That's very appropriate. That is definitely appropriate. Well done, Chimes. Well done. Pat yourself on the back, Chimes. Oh god.
Well, I don't even know what my hair's doing today. It's like, let's go over here, yay.
At least your hair's staying on your head.
Yeah, that's true.
Mind you, I
Yeah.
mean, mine is. It's just gone the wrong way.
I was gonna say, like, it's on a different area, isn't it? Sheesh.
It's just going south.
Yes, it's going to the down under.
Oh no, not that far. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you do get the opportunity to actually play Dying Light, I do highly recommend it. We both do, and I believe they even have crossplay now.
Yes, I believe so, actually.
So if you, so you don't got to worry about being on the same system. If you know some people on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation that have it, then by all means, gather yourselves together and actually go ahead and take out the zombies of Haran. Is a 7-year-old game that definitely I definitely recommend. If you are gonna get it, get all the DLC with it.
Remember as well, like, there is a new version of the definitive edition coming out with 26 DLCs at a very highly discounted price, which should already now be released.
That's why I said if you have the chance to get it, then do get it. Like, along with the DLC, like, do actually get all that, because you will definitely enjoy it, and you can then actually just go straight from once you finish the story, then you can like do whatever, or you could then just go straight into the following. So I again highly recommend it. Great story, good characters, good voice, good action all around. Very interesting, some of the West weapons. But yeah, do go check it out. And if you need convincing, you can go and see some of my earlier streams on YouTube on that one, because I do have some old school Dying Light videos over on there.
Just casually getting all the free stuff for it right now, just because it's not going to show me the price.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go for the free shit.
Yeah, go do it.
Ooh, definitive edition.
So, we are about to hit the 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm gonna do is basically kind of give you guys a bit of a. You're right.
Okay, so I'm assuming I've actually potentially found the right one. Which has got like it written in gold. I will double check in a second, but it's £14.39 from £47.99. Get yourselves a fucking deal. Go get it right now. I do not give a shit. Just go get it. I know PS4 users are getting the enhanced edition for free, but go get it.
If you can't afford it, don't break your bank.
Of course, like, don't put yourself in debt for it, but
sell an organ. Preferably your neighbours.
Or just donate your swimmers to a sperm bank.
Or blood.
Or blood, yes.
Actually, do you get money from blood banks?
Not really. I don't think you do in the UK. I know you can in America. It's more of a donation thing. But
yeah, you can get anything for money in America.
Yeah, I know here in the UK, even though it's not spoken about as much, you can actually sell your eggs.
Sweet, I got a pack of eggs in the fridge. So, as I was saying before Demo discovered that huge deal, that's fine. What's going to be happening in the next part is it's going to be us actually talking about some of the games that have actually been shown in the Xbox/Bethesda thing that's popped up over the past couple of days. There's going to be stuff like there's actually going to be, I can't believe I'm saying this, Overwatch 2 news. There's going to be a new game from Hoyoverse, the people from Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact. There's going to be some Persona news, much to my surprise. There's even actually going to be a little bit of Nintendo news as well, considering what they just recently released. There's it's actually going to be. There's actually been quite a bit that's actually popped up on my YouTube feed in regards of like trailers and stuff. As well as a couple of games, obviously, that have my interest, as well as a couple of Netflix series of games.
Yes.
Netflix is at it again. Let's see if they can keep up the success of Castlevania. Or are they going to pull an Evangelion?
I keep forgetting that was based off of a game as well.
Castlevania, yeah, that's... Oh, Christ, Castlevania is an old series, that is. But we've not actually seen a new Castlevania game in some time. So, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. So, Damo has plenty of time for a siggy wiggy woo woo, or whatever. So, yeah, we shall be back here in 10 minutes. So, go stretch your legs, go to the toilet, make yourself something to eat, or grab something to drink for the final hour of the Flopcast. We'll see you guys in an Eskimo.
Hello?
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Flopcast. Alright, so there's a couple of things, for fuck's sake.
What?
Thank you, Alex, for playing the Pornhub theme. Oh, God. So, as I spoke before, there's going to be, well, a fair bit of new stuff that's actually going to be discussed. One bit of information which literally I missed up until before, literally about 10 minutes before the podcast, well, the Flopcast was due to start. I keep saying podcast and then I have to remind myself it's a Flopcast. I don't think I'll ever get over that bit. But yeah, as you guys know, I've been rather, well, highly critical of Overwatch. Especially the development of Overwatch 2. Obviously, Overwatch 2's development has been increasingly slow due to the pandemic over the past few years, which is understandable, as most games suffered from it as well. But what they offered in regards of Overwatch 2, it felt like there's no point. There's been a couple of bits that have popped out that have gone, that maybe go, well, possibly. But for the most part, I still believe that it's just a cash grab.
Yeah.
One thing has popped up that surprised the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Overwatch 2 is going to have a free-to-play section. Yes. Trailer was revealed in the Xbox/Bethesda thing over the past couple of days in regards to that. So, does this mean they actually see, like, it might not be a good idea to throw everything as just a big pay release, or are they gonna do maybe a thing where they'll slowly add more and more bits to the free-to-play section? Because I guarantee the free-to-play is just going to be like a few modes that you'll be able to do. And you'll be able to do maybe some of the story, but not all of it. So like an actual like demo. Or are they actually coming out and actually saying that it's, the Overwatch is actually Overwatch 2 is actually going to be free to play? I don't know what this means. As I said, literally the video popped up. Literally, I found the video literally 10 minutes before the podcast was due to start, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But if that is the case and they're actually going to be free to play, then are they going to be hiding themselves? Are they going to basically hide everything behind microtransactions, or are they actually going to be smart? The fact is, they've actually, not gonna lie, piqued my interest somewhat, because that is a bit of a left turn from what I was expecting. Especially considering that company is, well, sketchy nature over the past couple of years. So it'll be interesting to see what they have planned, because they've also shown off a new character as well. So we shall see what the future holds for Overwatch 2 over the next year. Is it going to be coming out this year, or will it actually be next year? Will it be another year of delay? The fact that information's come out saying free to play suggests maybe they might actually be closer to completion. At least that's what it says to me. Or who knows? Maybe they're actually going to be doing a open beta to the consoles like they did before Overwatch 1's release. Who knows?
I mean, there's a potentiality, but if you think about it in a sense as well, like usually when a company mentions free to play, there's obviously going to be at least some things behind a paywall.
But yeah, especially with a company like Blizzard. But then again, Blizzard Activision, given the full title, they have done Warzone, and Warzone's free to play, and that, not gonna lie, Warzone is actually a lot more successful than Cold War.
Though that is true, didn't they also kind of abandon Warzone as soon as Cold War came out, though, because you had a lot more hackers come onto the actual game after Cold War's release?
But then they've gone back to Warzone because the recent COD game actually was considered very boring and was not doing well. So, granted, they've not really, from what I've been hearing, they've not fully abandoned it. It's more of a case of they're kind of prioritizing, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they have a team dedicated for Warzone. But yeah, we shall see in regards of that. So keep an eye out, ladies and gentlemen, and keep a critical eye out. And remember, as always, do your own research. All we're doing is bringing the information that is brought to us. If you have any extra information, then please do share it with us or look into it yourself. We'd rather people actually find out the truth themselves rather than just point blank, blindly listen to what we say.
Exactly, honestly, because, you know, we can only find out so much, and we can only feedback that information to you. And not just that, a lot of stuff as well when it comes to speculated things is our own opinions. Do not take people's opinions on as fact.
Yes. Do not take it as gospel, as it is, well, just personal opinion, not professional.
Exactly.
So, please do look into this and look into, well, all of this. Look into all the games that we'll probably be going over, talking about over the course of this vlogcast. On to something else. Now, BioWare are known for 2 games in particular, Mass Effect and Dragon Age. There's been rumours in the mill about a 4th Dragon Age game coming out for some time. However, what has appeared was not what people were expecting. A Dragon Age Netflix series. Yes, Dragon Age is joining the likes of Cyberpunk and Castlevania and having its own Netflix series. Oh, and League of Legends too. But
And Witcher.
True. Are they on? Were they a Netflix thing?
The Witcher series is literally a Netflix original. Yes.
No.
It's the only one of the few reasons why I still have Netflix. I watch it for the plot.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's actually appeared, which, not gonna lie, caught me by surprise. I was hoping that we maybe would get another Dragon Age game, but instead we're getting a Dragon Age series. So, like, that is a shocker, to say the least. But at the same time, probably not a bad idea. Because if the Netflix series actually is good, then it will rekindle some taste buds for the series, which in turn might lead to another game. I only hope that it doesn't end up like Andromeda. Andromeda was not that good, ladies and gentlemen. And it's good in some aspects, but they kind of, I feel in some aspects, went overboard.
Yeah.
Again, we shall see in regards of that. Now, this next bit isn't necessarily game related, but it's still in regards of Netflix. One Piece is getting its own Netflix series or adaptation. There was a preview of the main ship used in One Piece. There was a video shown through IGN's YouTube channel of basically what the ship is going to look like. I, like most, when it comes to any Netflix anime adaptation, are going to be keeping a critical eye. Because Evangelion was given its own Netflix adaptation, and they did a very bad translation of the script. Yes, I remember hearing a lot of things from Charles. Let's just say he had some colourful words in regards of it.
A lot of curly words, I presume, to quote my dad's girlfriend.
let's just say there was enough colourful words in there you'd think there was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and I've also taken a look at it, and I can kind of agree. It was not that good. Not on the fault of the actors, more the fault of the ADR scriptwriters on that one. There's a reason why companies like Funimation and that are actually fairly good at it, because they've been doing this shit for years, and they actually pay attention to the source material and what would possibly work, and possibly work better translated over to English. If you're an ADR scriptwriter, hats off to you, because that's a fucking tough job.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, obviously, Damo and I play Genshin Impact, as many of you have seen, and probably enjoyed various shenanigans. Company Hoyoverse recently just had to deal with another lockdown, but that didn't stop them from actually making progress on a new game following the series of Honkai Star Rail, which will be coming out this summer.
Okay.
Obviously, it'll probably be another free-to-play game. So, and the fact is, the trailer is footage I've already seen of the game, because I've seen some people already play early, is already dubbed. So, it's not following the path of Honkai Impact, where it's only been Japanese. It's actually English dub. ZZZ? What do you mean, Chives?
Oh, Chives meant R, not ZZZ.
Alright. So, I know obviously I'm going on a bit and just basically going through some games, but Street Fighter 6 has also
Yes, I saw that day online.
Yes, Street Fighter 6 has also revealed its trailer, and story-wise, it looks like it's taking place either around about the time of Street Fighter 3, which had a lot of the old favourite characters basically be way older. Like Chun-Li, Ryu, like they actually looked much older, and it actually focused on new characters. And miHoYo is making a game called Zenless Zone Zero. I did see that.
Oh, okay.
I did see that in the list. Didn't know it was them. I will look into that, Chive. Thank you very much. So they make miHoYo is actually making 2 games. Interesting. Fair play to them. We'll keep an eye on that now as well. Thank you very much, Chives. That's one that definitely slipped by me. Again, a surprise. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 revealed its trailer recently, and some people have been rather critical of some of the character designs.
Oh.
Some people have not been fans of the new looks of some of the characters like Chun-Li and Cammy, as well as a few others.
Okay.
Because they're not in their usual attire. So it's like, well, I'm thinking, well, why would they be?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if they're going by a timeline, then they're actually at Street Fighter Thirds. Then they're going to be much older, so they're not going to be spry young chickens, but they're also not going to be, well, running around like an old man.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And,
it's a bit of a timeline thing at the end of the day.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm hoping they don't fuck this up like they fucked up Street Fighter V when it first released. Because Street Fighter V was an absolute dog shit show when it first released, and it released at full price, but the content on there was beta level. There was fuck all on there. There was not really any place you could actually go ahead and train if you were new to the series. or basically the only thing you could do was literally just go online and fight. People were not happy about that. I was one of them, because I thought it was a very bad idea. And then they said, oh, well, because we screwed up, what we're going to do is basically allow you to be able to get the new content, but earn it through in-game money. You'll be able to do it that way. Yeah, they forget to mention that the only way to actually earn a lot of the in-game money is to fight online.
Jesus.
Yeah. Bit of a screw up on Capcom's end. And they've rectified that by basically giving you a free DLC of a huge story campaign.
That, to be fair, they understood the assignment in his, like, okay, we can't fix it straight away, but here, have a free DLC. Like,
they did that nearly like 8-9 months after the game was released.
Yeah, but was the DLC like in production during those 8 months?
It was.
Oh.
It was literally only after the game came out and the feedback came in.
Oh, okay, so it was one of them. Right, I got you now.
At least that's what I've seen. I could be wrong, but that is what I've been led to believe. But yeah, let's just hope they don't screw up and they learn from their mistakes on this one, and they actually bring out a game at least more full. Street Fighter 5 now actually has a lot more going for it, so they actually do have like a little arcade mode in which you can actually go through like the various Street Fighter games and play as the characters that were there, or at least in that time.
Yeah.
And they do have little things here and there that actually are worth unlocking. So, yeah. Fingers crossed that 6 actually is good. Now, one series in particular that has kind of been a bit of an exclusive for a time has been the Persona series. For quite some time now, it's kind of been held over on PlayStation side. And PSP and PlayStation 4, 3, whatever. Coming out, I believe, over the next few months. I've not watched the trailer yet, but it's curious still the same. Coming out on PC and Xbox. Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5.
Okay.
Yes. You'll be able to actually get them on the Xbox Game Pass. So they'll be free to actually get on the Xbox Game Pass, or no doubt you'll be able to buy the games in their entirety. So I will probably get... Well, I already have 4, because I have it on Steam. I will definitely get 3, and I have no intention of getting 5, because, well, I've already gone through all of 5 with the fine-tooth comb and platinumed it. So...
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I will be no doubt at some point doing Persona 4 Gold. But yeah, Persona 3 was where I started off in the series. And I'm hoping, I'm curious what version they're actually going to go with. Persona 3, Persona 3 FES, or Persona 3 Portable. The difference is Persona 3 base game, Persona 3 FES base game, and some and extra stuff that shows the aftermath of the ending.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
And Persona 3 Portable basically allowed you to play as, instead of just the male protagonist, but a female protagonist. And got to experience the story from a female perspective, along with completely different social links. So you can actually social link the guys of your group, as well as some of the girls. But be of a different nature. Not gonna lie, some of the social links to the female protagonist somewhat creepy, but they make sense on a character development side if you know the story. The fact that you can actually build a social link with the fucking dog, and also depending on the choices, and hopefully if you're able to actually build up one particular character's social link up to max, then you actually prevent him from dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so be interesting to see what they do with that one. It's already been shown that it's going to be Persona 4 Golden that'll be released. So yeah,
It's kind of funny you actually mentioned about Persona 3 though, because I literally got into the Persona series because I watched a Persona 3 fucking gameplay on YouTube many years ago.
I've told this story a few times on stream, but I'll say it again. I only got into the Persona series solely because I saw a physical copy of Persona 3 on the PS2 in a second-hand game store.
Still, that's fucking epic though. You don't see that
For
shit anymore.
15 quid.
Jesus, at the time it was like worth like what, 40?
Yeah. So I got that. So clearly some schmuck basically was like, oh, this isn't very good. Got rid of it. I'm like, yo, yoink.
Yoink, I'm taking that.
Yeah. And I've loved the Persona series ever since. It's also got me into the Shin Megami Tensei series as well. And all the variations of that as well. So, yeah. If you've not played any of the Persona series and you're curious, well, you'll be able to get it on the Game Pass very, very soon.
Definitely play it. Definitely check it out.
Indeed, it is a very good game. Persona 3 in particular, and has quite a few dark tones to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. The actual story is more dark than what people actually think.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, like I genuinely think it's quite dark. I would also think I wouldn't put it down as dark as Corpse Party.
Oh, it's nowhere near that. It's nowhere near that.
Nowhere near dark as that. But it does kind of, in a sense, very mildly touch base in that sort of sector in terms of dark. But it's not as dark, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the themes on like how each of the characters are able to summon their personas, like Persona 3, you basically they break a card. Persona 5, they literally just like. Actually, how do they do it? They just summon it.
Honestly, it's been that long.
Not gonna lie, there's no actual special way they actually summon it in Persona 5. They just like actually summon it like normally. But Persona 3, the characters have a special little gun known as an evoker. They have to put the gun to their head in order to actually summon their persona.
Oh shit!
The opening cutscene for the game literally has one of the characters, Yukari Takuma, sat there basically with the sync running, basically heavy breathing, because she's trying to basically summon the courage to basically summon her persona. And you see her basically like hold the gun to her head, and she doesn't do it. Now, you'd think, oh, they just pull the gun to their head. There's no like you'd see the gun move, but you wouldn't see their head. Nope. The main protagonist, when you pull the trigger, his head goes, and you actually see glass shatter out the side of their head. There is a reason for it. There is a reason for why they do that, and they do explain the evoker's purpose in the story. So, yes, it's very, very dark tones. So yes, Persona 3 definitely dark. Persona 4 a lot more cheerful, I would say.
Yeah, very. I actually pre-ordered Persona 4 actually when I was around about 16 years old. Yeah, when I was 16 years old, and I still actually have the vinyl somewhere. Actually, still, I think it's actually in the bedroom somewhere.
Yeah,
tucked away. And the music is very upbeat. Like I actually wanted to enjoy the game. At the time, I didn't actually understand fully on different variations of game mechanics. So you can imagine, you know, this kid growing up playing like Time Splitter, Call of Duty, Tomb Raider, the Army Men game on the old fucking PS1, PS2, where you're like literally little like toy soldiers.
Yeah.
You know, understanding those game mechanics and then moving on to something that for me was completely different. which was Persona 4, and I struggled a lot because it's like, yes, I'd played Final Fantasy, but this was different to Final Fantasy. This was something I couldn't even now. I can't even comprehend.
Yeah,
It's
the thing with the Persona games is, especially 3 and 4, well, actually more 4 and 5 really, is time management.
Yeah.
Because with 3, once you reach a certain date, then you're thrown into the fight. With 4 and 5, if you fail to do something before a certain date, it's game over. So, yeah, it's... time management is definitely something it teaches you. It kind of definitely teaches you how to work things out time-wise. Believe it or not, it's actually why I'm able to actually do time management as well as I do, because I learned how to do it through the Persona games.
So that's why I couldn't comprehend it. Then I don't have any time management.
They also, because obviously you're a student and you obviously take classes, they actually teach you real life stuff they would actually teach in class. They teach you about like the various gods. They teach you about like various like other actual stuff like mathematics, like maybe some English and various other bits. Persona 3 and 4, I struggled highly in regards to that because it was a Japanese nature, so I struggled highly. 5, soon as that came out, right, Google, let's see the answers for this.
You know what? No, not even like I did that on Persona 5. Even though I literally fucking failed and didn't even get onto the second part for like ages. Yeah, no, all the questions I was like, you know what? Google. Google. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just because I struggle in that department, like with that part of my brain.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to the mathematical questions.
The reason why, whenever I play a Persona game, at least for the first time, one of the things I always focus on is the intelligence. Get that sorted, because once that's sorted, because the one thing that happens is if you get asked like stuff in the class, and you just know it boosts up your charm, and obviously your reputation. So if you boost up your charm, blah blah blah. And also, if you got the reputation done, if you got the intelligence done, then that's one less thing to actually deal with. The rest that actually can just follow as is at your own discretion. And then you actually benefit from it more than anything else, because you actually get given rewards by whoever your guardian is. So, plus also some of the characters can actually only be romanced through the high intelligence. So,
true, actually.
Mitsuru, the student council president, Persona 3, Yukiko, Persona 4, Makoto, Persona 5. You can tell I played them quite a bit.
I might reinstall it at some point and go through it again and just have Google as my saving grace, honestly. Not even a joke.
But yeah, speaking of Persona, another game that's kind of Persona-like, or at least Shin Megami Tensei-like, is also coming out. Soul Hackers 2.
Okay.
That's also actually had its trailer shown. It's already on the PlayStation Store to pre-order. Fucking hell. Demo.
Leave my 3 litres out of this.
PS5
Persona 5 is my favourite, but that's because I started with that game. My best friend brought a physical copy of it to me. And that's fair enough.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a good game.
It is. It is a very good game. By the way, fuck you, Ryuji. But yeah. So that's kind of like the Persona, Persona-esque stuff. Like, I do recommend checking out these videos. You can find them on. You can find a lot of these trailers that we at least actually been talking about on IGN's YouTube channel. I know IGN, not exactly trustworthy, but it's that some of the information that comes out of there isn't always exactly top notch.
No, it's not. But I would definitely say they're more reliable than most.
Yes, true. As I said, they're not exactly the most reliable, but when it comes to gameplay, trailers, I can always guarantee they'll actually probably be one of the first ones to actually happen. So I do recommend going to check out at least a lot of these trailers and more if you want to see what's been going on Xbox slash Bethesda side. If I'm right, actually, Capcom are actually about to start their thing as well, where they'll be revealing stuff. So there'll be no doubt.
I believe they've already started, if I remember rightly. Let me just get
Yeah.
it.
Because I was just looking, while we were on break, I was actually looking around on who to possibly raid, and Blue Moon Gaming was actually getting ready to watch them. And no doubt they'll probably be some stuff in regards of Resident Evil, some maybe Monster Hunter stuff. Obviously there'll be Street Fighter. So I imagine those will be covered. Obviously there'll probably be more information in regards of Resident Evil 4 remaster. Or Resident Evil 4.
Yes, that is due to actually be mentioned. I think either today or tomorrow.
Not gonna lie, not happy about that.
I think like gaming Summer Game Fest or something like that, because E3 still hasn't. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
E3's not happening this year.
No, it didn't happen last year either.
Yeah. Well, not gonna lie, I don't think E3 is gonna happen ever again because, like, literally, the gaming companies are just basically just like going off on their own thing and doing their own like thing in regards of revealing stuff. Which, not gonna lie, it's okay that they actually do that. I'm just not happy as a consumer because I was looking forward to E3 season because you at least actually like, okay, it's E3 season. What are we gonna see? What games are we actually gonna see? What trailers are we actually gonna see? You know, it was always actually something to look forward to. Now we pretty much get stuff pretty much like just revealed all year round. And there's no actual surprise. It's like we're constantly fed news, constantly fed information. It's just like I would rather be surprised than just had everything basically spoon fed to me little bit by bit. Because at least then they'd have much more to talk about, and there'd actually be much more of a discussion happening across those who are actually covering it.
Also, I know I always I struggle with Roman numerals. There we go. So much. XVI. What number is that?
16.
That is coming out in 15 months.
Final Fantasy 16.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, kind of on and off in regards to that one.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it.
Not gonna lie, the recent Final Fantasy game that was released, Strangers, I've been hearing from Lion is a big disappointment.
Yeah. But to be honest, speaking on things that are obviously going to be coming out in the next couple of years and stuff. Now, obviously, do I need to burp?
Do you need to?
I had to force it to start. Talking of the rumor mill, obviously the Silent Hill 2 remake, allegedly Bloober are going to be taking it on, which is the case. A lot of inspiration, obviously, as I've spoken about before, has come from the Silent Hill series, though they haven't announced that, and I'm quite disappointed in it, to be honest, not gonna lie, because I love my Silent Hill. Layers of Fear is going to be coming out in... Okay, it just says next year instead of months this time, and the website confuses me anyway. Layers of Fear. So, do I like jump scares? No. Am I interested in jump scares? No. Do I play horror games that are my comfort from my child that made me jump and made me shit myself? Yes, because I'm not scared of them no more.
Do you like jump scares? No. Do you like playing games that involve jump scares? No. Are you a glutton for punishment? Yes.
Yes, yeah. But there actually has been, I'm just going to go to Twitter quickly because I forgot to post the link because obviously, you know, fans of Dead by Daylight, what? Twitter, not leaks. Oh my god.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And getting that all up. Another game that's actually, someone I actually kind of mentioned earlier that I will go off and kind of just talk about now. Coming out for the PlayStation 5, Last of Us 1 Remastered. It's now joining the likes of Skyrim and GTA getting basically going to be games that go across 3 generations of consoles. When did we get to the point where games would only be on one generation and then brought out years later on a different generation? When did we reach the point where there was no longer like? Is it obviously I understand like obviously I'm doing things like an update for graphics. I get that. But why just like why make a whole new thing for it? It's like, oh, we're doing this as a remaster.
But then
So
there's
it's
not
like,
really any point.
but here's the thing. Hang on a minute, Damo. But the thing is like, what was the PS3 to PS4 version then? Was that not a remaster? Why is it the PS4 to PS5 version a remaster? What's the difference? If it was from PS3 to PS5, I would get that because then there'd actually be a gap in between. But no, it's literally just an update. That's all it is. It's not a remaster. You're just updating it graphically. You're not adding anything to it. You're not doing anything else. You're just updating the graphics. That's not a remaster.
Damn, I'm
That's
seeing
just
that
a
brain pop
touch
right
up.
in my head.
That's just a touch up.
Though, to be fair, speaking on that, going back to the whole Dying Light, they specifically released an update for the PlayStation 5 console for a graphical update.
Yes, but they're not basically putting it in a completely new package and saying it's a remaster. No, it's a graphic update, and they're saying it's an update. If
See,
you
the way I see it,
here's the thing: if you're
remakes are completely different.
sorry,
Remakes and remasters are completely different. Resident Evil 1 was a remaster, graphical update only. To me, that is a remaster. That is literally it. Remake is when you go through and do the entire thing for detail to detail, gameplay to gameplay, add more or not. Like that is
Final
that.
Fantasy VII
Remake. Yeah, sorry. I've got words.
So it's like I feel that the term remake and remaster are getting thrown about literally by companies because it's like, oh, this will draw attention. No, it won't. I'm sorry, but considering the controversy that was surrounding The Last of Us Part 2, is this a good idea? Like, is it actually a good idea? I don't think so.
They're just going to bring back so much emotional turmoil, in my opinion, because you got to bond specifically with Joel. And then you come to Last of Us Part 2.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Spoiler alert, I've still not played The Last of Us Part 2. I have it, I've just not played it yet. I'll say this.
You need to tell me these things. I am a walking spoiler. What the fuck?
I've not exactly made it secret, woman! I've not exactly made it secret! I had the game, I was getting ready to actually possibly buy the game when it came out because I was literally getting barrage of people basically slamming the game left, right, and center. I was like, you know what, I'm going to do my own opinion. And then I had some cunt, who I'm not going to reveal because I'm not that kind of a person, who basically spoiled the entire game for me. Yes, the entire game got spoiled for me.
Okay, well, mix. I haven't played all of it. We're all good.
I'm so pissed. Oh, here we go. As much as I love 4-player side scrolling beat 'em up games, do you think a game company like Insomniac should do an open world Tales game? I don't need to beat up the footman out and actually hiding in the shadows. That could actually be interesting. I think the only reason why they're actually bringing it out, I think the only reason why they're doing that is for the nostalgia sake. Because they are doing it, they are doing an old school Turtles game, bringing that to the new gen. I do think something like that could be interesting, but they kind of have to be careful with something like that. Because there have been plenty of games that have actually had that kind of mechanic, and they've kind of failed miserably. So we shall see. Like something like that could possibly work, but it could also fail Because they'd have to keep it, obviously, within the Turtles' age rating. So,
Yeah, you got a point.
that's...
But then, to be fair, they're bringing out a Winnie the Pooh movie into the horror genre.
Yeah, I don't get...
Blood for honey or some shit, or honey for blood. I don't even fucking know.
I don't get that myself. I think that's... Not gonna lie, I think someone's literally had a little bit too much whiskey and just decided to go fuck it. So that could be quite interesting. I think you need to branch out of the 87 Tales. True, but we've not actually had anything in regards to the 87 Tales in a while, so it'll be...
I know.
But now, this is where my whole argument about remakes and remasters is actually a bit different. Because they're not actually classing it as a remake or a remaster. It's basically they're just bringing it over, just touching up the graphics and stuff, so it actually won't look like a janky piece of emulated mess. Now, bringing games like from age old past onto newer consoles for those of us who are of age, I appreciate for nostalgia's sake. I appreciate that. Moving a game onto the next generation console and then slapping a label on it like remake, remaster, without anything new, that's a waste and a piss take. The reason why I say that companies should wait a bit of time. If they feel it can actually be better on another console, fair enough. But when you're literally dragging it through 3 generations, it's like, okay, you might be taking a piss there. Granted, Sonic has a unique case. Because they've done all sorts of stuff like that for years, but they've not the only time they've actually ever done like a graphically updated Sonic game is literally stuff like Heroes and Forces and stuff like that. By the way, those are 2 terrible games. But I feel as though trying to keep like old age games and old age stuff and basically updating them to modern times is pretty risky. That's why I think the whole turning the Winnie Pooh thing into like a horror thing is pretty risky.
I'm just gonna say one thing on that. The one final thing on that.
Mm-hmm.
We all know if it's gonna be cringe, I'm gonna somehow I will find a way to make it fucking funny to me. So I don't know when that gets released. I'm gonna see when that's gonna be released more so on DVD, so I'm able to obtain it. And I will, if there's a podcast around about that time it comes out and I am actually able to watch it, like, you know, DVD edition.
Amazon Prime.
If it comes out on Amazon Prime even, I might even just rent it, to be honest, like from Amazon or YouTube. But I will honestly give you my fucking opinion
Would appreciate
on the
that.
podcast. I know it's not game related, but it's
entertainment. It's entertainment based. I think we can allow that. In regards of like that, because when people because it could easily be tied in. When people say that as a result of this, doesn't that mean that Winnie the Pooh is therefore eligible to be a Dead by Daylight?
I have actually read that, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna quickly watch the trailer and I'm just gonna have the volume like turned right down so I can still hear.
Just mute yourself because I'm gonna ramble on for about something. Like it's kind of one of those. Oh god, it's difficult in regards, as I said, like regards of stuff like that could. Do you feel like Capcom needs to take a break from Resident Evil series? Yes, I do. I do. I've been saying this for ages. They need to take a break. They got other great series they can easily do. They got Dino Crisis, Onimusha. I've been asking them to basically bring Onimusha onto the current consoles. They've already brought Onimusha 1 as a remastered touch-up. Bring the rest of the series, damn it! It's a good series. Like, give us Onimusha, give us Dino Crisis. I feel like we could so do with that. Like, Onimusha was... I just so enjoyed playing the first Onimusha game. I want to play the others. They would be so good. Capcom, please, do us a favour, bro. Hell, I would even be interested in the Mega Man game, for fuck's sake. Because it'd be something different. I know obviously they just gave us like the old school Mega Man games in a pack. But geez, I'd be happy for something like that. I'm sick and tired of Resident Evil. It's been nothing but Resident Evil from them for ages in Street Fighter. That's literally been it. It's like, you guys are more than just that. You guys have a history of... You guys have a long list of games that you're not utilising. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's... They need to stop with games that have characters with cameos. Like, they need to actually just make the fucking series. Imagine if they brought back Clock Tower and made it on par with Silent Hill. Yes, exactly! Clock Tower again, another series. Like, seriously, guys, if you are running out of all these ideas, you have other great series. That literally brought you guys so much. Seriously, guys, Capcom. Give us. I will continuously say, give us Onimusha. Give me Onimusha. I will continuously. If I get sat down in front of a bunch of Capcom execs, I'm like, right. If they ask me what I want to see, top 2 things I'm going to say: Dino Crisis and Onimusha. I want those 2. Yes, Capcom, please. I'd be happy with a brand new Mega Man game, for fuck's sake. Mute. Nice emote there. But yeah, like... Oh, demo might be done. Well, what's the verdict?
It's gonna be cringe. And someone made a fan-made trailer.
Well, that's you all over it then. I forgot they even made Dragon's Dogma. I forgot about that. Like, Dragon's Dogma is a really good game.
Did they make like Capcom versus Marvel, Capcom versus DC?
They did do a Marvel vs. Capcom game kind of recently, but it was absolute shite.
Oh, I'm talking about the old one where all the bugs were funny as fuck.
True.
That's what I'm talking about. But bring back that from like, early 2000s. My God.
Yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I think it was. Yeah, it was not that good. It was really not that good. People actually play Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 more than they do that one. That's how bad it was.
Yes.
Like, I literally played through the entire story of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in one sitting. I'm like, really? Really? There's nothing for like the individual characters? It's just like, just that? Really? Sheesh!
Yes, but obviously, before we pop it up, vamos. The director of Silent Hill's first film, Christoph, with an E, Gans, confirmed that new games are being developed to revive the franchise. And Konami would have been convinced by the sales generated by the remake of Resident Evil 2. Gans is working on a new film that he has already confirmed he wrote the script for, and in an interview, some French company, I will butcher it, we don't attempt these things. Well, I don't. he says that his new film on Silent Hill would be part of something bigger or the global relaunch of the Silent Hill IP with new games. And also the new film, I don't know why it's got ... Okay. The Silent Hill franchise will be relaunched with its new film and new games. What can I say is that the film is going on. The person's working with Konami, which I've been keeping an eye on Konami's Twitter, and I am trying to find more confirmation, but then Konami aren't exactly active on their Twitter unless it's selling old merch. Because they cannot shift it.
What, selling old merch and then it coming out that maybe it's not actually, they've not got the entire rights behind it, stuff like that.
Silent Hill 4, The Room. Skateboards. Eileen's skateboard. Massive Eileen head. Skateboard. Like, not as in the shape of her head. No. Just a normal skateboard with a picture of her fucking head on it, my guy.
Oh, God.
Okay, I thought someone tried banging on my door, and I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah. Alright, before we actually get... Alright, I think we should wrap things up, though.
Yes.
Because otherwise,
today...
we could be here for another hour talking this shit.
Well, yeah. So basically, to cut it all short, new Silent Hill movie franchise. They're working with Konami, which, because there's going to be a movie franchise, most likely, potentially, 99.9% sure, this is Damo's prediction, it's happening, people. It is happening. And I thoroughly believe this. And basically, this Gans Christoph with an E person is saying yes, because look at Capcom and their remakes. Look at how much Big Bang bucks. But how much is that going to piss off Konami? Not Konami, Kojima and his team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Oh. Capcom need to pull their finger out. They, as I was saying while you were looking, summarize, Capcom need to pull their finger out. They got so many damn series that actually people loved and they could easily utilize, rather than just Resident Evil and Street Fighter and Devil May Cry. So, there's hope there's actually some good shit coming out. Of maybe some of those old series. But, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Flopcast. You can... You can, ladies and gentlemen, you can find my co-host there. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for the night, or at least this episode of the Flopcast. We will be returning. We're not going to be returning on the next in 2 weeks. We'll be returning in 3 weeks. Yes. Reason being is because that would mean the next episode of the Flopcast would then line up with my week off from work and the week of my birthday. So I figured it'd be a good idea to maybe actually do one extra week where we don't do that, maybe give us a little bit of an extra breather, so that we can actually kick off my birthday week with the actual Flopcast.
Yes.
Because I think it'd be a good idea. So the next episode of the Flopcast will be taking place